Yeah, are we live? I think we're now live. I've been trying to go live for 5 minutes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the program. Sorry I'm late, but things are jammed up out there for whatever reason. Welcome to the program. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce. It's Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. We have 14 days left to go until the end of the year. A week from today is Christmas Eve. 2 weeks from today, New Year's Eve. Are you ready? My goodness. The Dow is off 200 points, S&P down 24, NASDAQ down 58. Now, apparently the retail sales estimates topped expectations, government is saying, and the markets seem to be okay with it. The problem with this issue is if the U.S. economy, excuse me, if U.S. consumers are buying U.S. goods from their retail locations, business is good, why do we have to drop interest rates? Doesn't make sense. Why do we need to drop interest rates when the United States economy is doing very well? You drop interest rates when the economy needs help. You drop interest rates when unemployment shoots to the moon. Like in Canada's case, you dropped the bank rate by 0.5 point last week to help the Canadian economy and consumers in Canada with lower interest expenses and Canadian businesses with lower expenses. Of course, the problem is that if the other countries around you don't do that, your currency takes a dive. And that's what's happening to the Canadian dollar right now. It doesn't help that yesterday, the Deputy Prime Minister of Canada, along with its finance minister, the same and one's in the same person, resigned from the cabinet yesterday and called the Prime Minister's wishes gimmicks when it comes to offering tax breaks for sales tax breaks in what is known as the goods and services tax in Canada. It's a 5% tax on anything you buy at a retail store other than food. So there's a temporary stoppage of certain taxes on certain goods. Confusing as hell. Nobody knows what it means. And this finance minister said, I'm not putting my name to this. And she walked. Well, this is a crisis in Canada because when your deputy prime minister resigns, it puts the focus on the prime minister. Like, what's wrong with you? Why can't your lieutenant work with you anymore? Issues. So Canada has issues. France has issues. Germany just had a confidence vote go negative against the government. They've got a snap election in the next 60 days. Problems in the number 3 economy on the planet. Remember, Germany and Japan are 3rd and 4th largest economies in the world right now. Okay, Germany's in trouble. France is the 6th largest economy in the world. They got problems. Russia is the 20th largest. Who gives a crap? And on we go with the rest of them. It is a mess out there. There is no reason why American stocks should just go up. There's no rhyme or reason whatsoever because American corporations that are listed on these exchanges and other corporations, they do business globally. They don't do business just in New York or California or Texas or Florida. They do business around the world. And if 80% of your customers around the world are cutting back on spending because their countries are in economic turmoil, what do you think that means to you for your corporation? Hello, the companies know exactly what it means. Apple knows exactly what it means. So does Microsoft, so does Google, so does Amazon, so does Facebook. They all know. Lower numbers are coming from the international side of the equation. The only way to combat lower numbers and keep the earnings per share looking good is you do aggressive stock buybacks, which they're all doing. You convince lawmakers in your home country to reduce income taxes to your corporation, allowing you to have higher profits on lower sales. They're doing that. They've elected their boy. Orange Boy is ready to go, and he's going to reduce taxes for Americans. And the other thing you play with, the other game you play, is you make it much more difficult for competitors' goods to come into your country by claiming national security concerns and job protection measures to put in tariffs. You convince the politicians that Lifting the prices of all goods and services to Americans is a way to protect jobs in America. Unfortunately, what happens is you raise the price of goods, like, say, steel coming into America, raw stuff like steel. You raise the price by 25% from anywhere else: Canada, the UK, France, Italy, Germany, Japan, China, South Korea. That means domestic steel makers can raise their prices by 20% if the tariffs are 25, and they're still cheaper than imported steel. This gives the domestic steel makers an unofficial advantage to raise prices on their American buyers, because they can say, hey, it just costs more. It just costs more. And we're still cheaper than the Chinese steel. So you're getting a bargain. And therefore, with a stock buyback, artificially high prices, the stock markets feel everything is fine. All we need now are lower interest rates. Just give us lower interest rates, and we've got the enchilada. We've got the home run. We got every base covered with a grand slam. The problem, of course, is that companies that export goods from the United States to other countries, they got a big fat problem right now. The US dollar is at higher highs against all other currencies, which makes American goods far more expensive. Then there's the retaliatory tariffs that are bound to come. Germany is going to hit all American goods with a 25% tariff. France will do it. Italy will do it. UK will do it. Japan will do it. China will do it. South Korea will do it. Anything USA will cost 25% more in those markets, which shuts the Americans out of business, which allows, think about it, the Chinese maker of whatever now doesn't have to worry about cheap American goods coming in, or the American goods coming in are now that much more expensive. The domestic prices in China will go up. And what does China want right now? China wants domestic inflation. What has China got right now? Deflation. China has got falling prices domestically too severe, which is causing tremendous economic headaches in China. China needs to grow out of its funk. It can't grow out with lower prices. It can only grow out with higher inflationary prices, making you think, I should buy today and not tomorrow, because tomorrow the price will go up, so I'll buy today, creating jobs now. It's not happening in China, but the Trump moves are perfect for China. China couldn't ask for a better US president to allow it to get stronger. Everything Trump is doing and everything Trump is talking about doing, everything Trump is going to do is going to help everybody else, not Americans. I'm sorry. Americans are going to pay the price for putting Orange Boy back in office. But hey, it's just, you decide yourselves how this is going to play out. I'm a guy sitting in front of a computer in Canada trying to figure out, how can you make money here? How can you make money with all this nonsense going on and all this uncertainty about to hit the economy and the markets? Because right now the Dow's off 214, S&P down 24, NASDAQ down 55, and everything is great. Everything is great again. These markets are dropping. Oil down to 69.87, down 84 cents, and it's going to go a lot worse than that. All I'm trying to tell you to do is get the hell out of the market. I'm telling you to sell everything. And you're looking at me going, hey, man, I'm in the market, man. I'm here watching you, Bruce, to tell me how to get richer investing in the market. And I'm telling you, get the hell out of the market. And you're going, how can I get richer if you're telling me to get out of the market? Because what I'm telling you to do as a two-step is, why don't you sell some stock you have, like all of it, and turn around with your favorites. Whatever stocks you have that are your favorite stocks, okay, if you really, really believe in the upside of stocks you own, then the way to play it is to sell the shares into the market and write cash secured puts instead. That's all you got to do. That's telling the market you believe in the upside of the stock. And you're looking at me going, Uncle Bruce, what are you talking about? If I sell the stock like SOFI at $17 a share here, this is multi-year highs. You're telling me I'm a fan by selling it and writing puts? I'm saying, yes, you are. If you write a $20 cash secured put or a $22 cash secured put out till January 26, you will bring in $5, $6, $7 a share in premium to do the option right. And so 1,000 shares of 17 grand worth of stock. You dump it, and then you write $20 cash secured puts against it. You can write seven of them, 14 grand. You can need 8 of them, 16 grand. You'll write 8 puts. You'll bring in $5.50 a put, $4,400 cash added to the 1,000 left over cash you got. You got $5,400. You can write another 2. And by writing 2 more for another 1,100, you'll have enough to write another one. And now you've written 10 or 11 cash secured puts at $20 a share. You've got 22 grand in your account cash, earning daily interest, and you don't have $17,000 worth of stock earning 0 interest. So you go from a $17,000 cash portfolio, stock portfolio, $17,000 in stock, to a $22,000 cash portfolio instead. You're $5,000 richer in cash, and you have written puts on the stock to say, I'll buy it back. Yeah, you want to sell it to me? I love this company. I think SOFI is going to the moon. I'm happy to buy the stock back, but at a discount. I just sold it at 17. I'll buy it back for $14.50, because that's what you're doing if you get $5.50 on a put contract. You're buying the stock at 20, less the $5.50 you've been handed, and you're now willing to buy your SOFI back at $14.50 a share if it backs off. You're a very accommodating person. In the meantime, you're earning daily interest on your cash balance, and you're saying to the market, please go up. I don't want it to go down. I really don't want to buy it back. I would really just hold the cash. And if the stock could go to 20, then these $20 puts are worthless. They're at the money. They only have time value. They'll be trading around $3. I sold them for $5.50. They'll be around $3, maybe $2.75. I'll buy those back, and now I'll write $22 put contracts or $25 put contracts for Jan 26, same time frame. But I'm going to take $3 a share more in cash off the table for every put I write. If I can write 11 of them, $3,300 more cash. Now I have $25,300 in my account, where I used to have 1,000 shares worth 17. I could have had 1,000 shares worth 20,000, but I got 25,000, 26,000 cash in my account, earning me daily interest. I am always ahead of the market the higher it goes. So if I wants to go to 22.25, you'll buy your 22s, 25s back and write 30s. Wants to go to 28 to $30 a share, you'll buy the $30 puts back and write 35s. You will keep adding thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to your cash balance, always staying ahead of where the stock is at and where it was. And you're earning daily interest on a bigger cash balance every single time you make the move. That's all. That's all it is. It's not that complicated, but you gotta figure out something basic. What the hell's a stock option? How do they work? How are they created? How can I write options? I'm just a small investor. I don't know what he's talking about. It's so complicated. It's so over my head. I've heard talk about options everywhere, and I don't know what they are. Now it's time for you to step up and take control of your life, because right now you're getting kicked around and you're going to get beat up. And I have bad news for those of you who don't know how to write options, and those of you who don't want to even understand how to write options. You're going to have one of the worst years coming up that you have ever seen in the finance business, because we got some crap coming up that you cannot believe is about to be unleashed on innocent investors. The least of which was an article I just read about an hour ago, where the United Kingdom, the UK government, the UK Securities and Exchange Commission equivalent that they have over there, has approved a new stock market called the private stock market. Now, if you have any inklings out there that the markets are rigged against you, that you can't seem to make a go of it, you kind of get things going, and all of a sudden something happens over a year that you didn't expect, and you're 3 years back again, and you got laid off, or you got demoted, or your department disappeared, or the stock options you thought you were going to get as an employee don't vest for 3 years, and by the time they vest, the stock isn't anywhere near what it was. If you feel wronged by the system, that the system is skewed to the very wealthy and well-connected politically, Have I got news for you? You're right. Your suspicions are correct. It is skewed. And there is a new game coming to town in the UK, and it's about to land in America. Believe you me, this is going to become America's new obsession, and that is called the private stock market, where retail investors are not required to join. You can't get in on the private stock market. What the hell is a private stock market? I'll tell you what it is. It's a stock market for private corporations who don't want to go public. It's a stock market for private companies who want to sell stock to investors, but not have to deal with the public. They don't have to do disclosures. They don't have to do filings with the SEC. We're talking the black pool coming forward to the markets where there is no market. Private corporations that in cases are worth billions of dollars because they're funded by all kinds of hedge funds and institutional investors and sovereign wealth funds. These entities need liquidity. The only way you can get liquidity nowadays, if you're a company, is you've got to become a public company, which means, of course, you have to pass certain standards of reporting requirements. Your financials have to be legit. They have to pass what's called a smell test or two. You have to file insider trading reports, all kinds of quarterly financials. But if it's a private market, you don't have to file reports. You don't have to file insider trading reports. Companies can come to the private market and issue stock to institutional investors on a private basis without the public knowing about it, without the public being able to verify it, without any auditors or government entities verifying the legitimacy of the arrangement. This was just approved in the United Kingdom. The so-called leader, one of the leaders of the free world, one man, one vote. This has now been approved. This is coming to a stock exchange near you, America. It's coming to Canada. It's coming to America, and it's going to happen in Asia, and it's going to be in the Middle East. It's going to be everywhere. Wherever jurisdictions will allow this is where this business will go. And New York is going to want in on it because New York is going to say to the Washington friends that they have, led by you-know-who, we got to be able to do this too because we have to be competitive. Otherwise, America won't be the leader of the free world of economic enterprise. And the politicians will just robotically walk down the aisle and go, yes, yes, of course. The bankers in Wall Street know best what's best for all of us. And you guys who are not familiar with how to write stock options are going to get screwed. You're going to get taken. You're going to see deals get done that make billionaires more billions, going to make millionaires into billionaires, going to take thousandaires into millionaires and ultimately billionaires. There are going to be some of the greatest success stories of all time, but you'll have no idea how the hell they got there. And you have no idea what the wealth they have. You have no idea what they own. You have no idea what they're doing. And yet there's traveling in private jets all over the place. And it's all fine because why should we investigate successful people being successful? What's to investigate here? They're paying taxes when they buy a chocolate bar. They buy a chocolate bar. They send an assistant to buy a chocolate bar. And it's an 8-cent sales tax. They're paying taxes. They're buying a bottle of booze. They're paying tax on a bottle of booze that they buy. Of course, the bottle of booze you buy is $20 in America. The rich are buying booze using a corporation and using it as a write-off, but that's another matter. It's okay. These people are good people. Let them make billions more. And the middle class of the United States and Canada will get royally screwed. And therefore, you better have in your possession, you better be in possession of a weapon that can make you money from outside of where you're making money now. And if you're going to try to make your wealth by buying and selling stock, good luck, Chester, with that one. If you're going to try to make your money buying and selling options, you want to buy a call, sell a call, buy a put, sell a put, good luck winning on that casino floor, because if you've had any luck at all or experience with options, you know that if you're the buyer, you're the sap. Okay, if you're the creator of the contract, you're the casino. The casinos win, gamblers lose. You've got to become the casino, and you need to right now as a part-time gig, and eventually it may become your actual gig. It's the only weapon you have that can really level the playing field against institutions in the public markets. You're not invited into the private markets. Now, look, You want to play an option on SoFi? You want to do some gambling on SoFi with options? Here's a trade for you. If you were here at 8 o'clock this morning as a Gold Bagel member, you would have already got this trade. You've already plotted your strategy for your trade. But if you're just not a member of this channel, you're not a Gold Bagel member, you look at this logo right here and go, wait a minute, that's not even a Stock Markets with Bruce logo. I mean, I'm way out of the mix here. But if you're a Gold Bagel member, you already know what I'm talking about. You're interested in this trade right here. How would you like to gamble on SoFi with $100? I don't know if your brokerage firm will allow you to do a trade for $100. You could probably do a $1,000 trade or a $2,000 trade. Nonetheless, here you go. How about doing a credit spread on good old SoFi? You like SoFi? I love SoFi. I think SoFi is going to $20, $25 a share in the not too distant future. Well, here's a 10-day trade. These are contracts that die in 10 days. You are going to go into the put market and you're going to do a put credit spread. You're going to write a $16 put and buy a $15 put. And you're going to get 30 cents and pay 10 cents. You're going to have a 20-cent credit or a 20% profit or 20% potential profit on your $100 risk. So you're going to put up $100. It's a $1 differential between the stocks times 100 shares per contract. This is a $100 wager. You're going to get $20 given to you the minute you do this wager. And so your actual risk is $80 on this trade. Or if you do 10 of these, it's an $800 risk trade. What's the risk? If the stock goes down, the stock goes down below $16 a share in the next 10 days. If it goes under 16, this contract will not expire worthless. If it goes under $15 a share, this won't expire worthless either. And you will then have an 80-cent spread to deal with instead of a 20-cent spread, which means, of course, you could do a rollover into January and protect yourself. But in theory, these two contracts should become zeros if the stock stays at 1704 where it is right now. Goes to 1750 today or tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday next week, we're at $18. These are nothing. These are going to be 1 to 5 cents each next week. You won't even wait until the Friday the 27th. You'll close this out, walk away with maybe 18 cents or 17 cents and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? There's a 20% return on your money. How many dollars you want to play with? $100, $1,000, $10,000, $50,000, up to you. Here's a trade. NVIDIA. You want to play NVIDIA? How about a call credit spread? You don't think NVIDIA is going to go up over 145, 150 in the next 10 days? I don't think so. I don't think NVIDIA is going to hit a new all-time high for December 27th. I think the stock's going to sit around 129, 135. And I think these two contracts, 145, 150 call options, are going to be utterly worthless. They're almost worthless now. The 150 call has a value of 32 cents. The 145 has a value of 64 cents now, today. That's what they were at last night. And so if you were to write a 145 and buy a 150 call, that's a credit spread, you will haul in a 32-cent credit on this trade. It's a $5 differential between 145 and 150 on these contracts. You need $500 collateral to collect $32. And you're going, Bruce, $32 on $500, man. Why don't you give me something exciting? I am giving you something exciting. I am giving you 6.4% return on your money in 10 days. That's what I'm giving you, okay? You can do 3 of these a month. That's 20% return a month, almost. That's 240% return a year. I am giving you something exciting. This is exciting. Now, if you can do 10 of these, put up $5,000, do 10 of these positions, you will bring in $320 and you'll make $320 in 10 days. Because I estimate that these two contracts will continue to decline to zero between now and early next week. If the stock goes any lower, 125 a share, these are now 20 to 25 out of the money with a week left to go. They are down to a dime each. They'll be 5 to 10 cents a piece. The spread will be like a nickel. And you can buy those back and issue now 10-day contracts further out, maybe the first week of January, the second week of January, or all the way to the third week of January. This is a credit trade that just pays and pays and pays. Now, I'm usually telling my viewers, look, the stock's 130, you got to be at least 20 bucks out of the money, 150 to 160. This is a little closer than usual, but it's a 10-day contract, not a 1-month contract. This sucker dies in 10 days. These two will be worthless, most likely. Stock goes the wrong way, goes up to 160 a share next week. Somebody says something and Nvidia goes to 160. It's never been there before. You can roll these. You can roll these forward into January, and you'll protect yourself that way. That's why I have my classes on my website. You have to understand how the hell options operate. What is a credit spread? What are calls? What are puts? What are stink bids, stink offers? What's in the money? What's out of the money? How do options get created? How do they expire? What happens if they get exercised? What happens if your options get exercised? You have to learn this stuff. It's another market. And if you really want to make money in this market, in the market going forward, I suggest learning options will likely deflect you away from the shenaniganisms that are going on in the regular stock market. Regulators are being bombarded right now by industry reps and lawyers and lobbyists, and so are politicians, to make it easier to manipulate the markets. They call it transparency. They call it lack of regulation. They call it getting government out of our business. But what it really is, at the end of the day, is to tilt the playing field into the higher end player and screw the little guy. And I'm sorry if there are people watching me going, oh, that's not true, Bruce. The big firms are always here. They're here to protect, and there's all kinds of regulations to protect the little guy. I don't think so. We see multi-million-dollar fines being levied against every senior brokerage firm in the United States, including many overseas, again and again and again and again. No one goes to jail, but the fines are paid by these companies as a cost of doing business. And super PACs have been funded by these massive institutional investors who are tilting the playing field in their direction. It's been, 4 years since I started going live in 2021? Why did I go live every day, January 2021? Because of one stock, GameStop. I went live every day because what was happening in GameStop and all the meme stocks around GameStop. That used to be dozens of them. And I was telling you then, and I am telling you now, that at that time, the biggest question in the world for GameStop wasn't how high the stocks are going to go or how much they're going to trade. The biggest question was, who is shorting GameStop and why are shorters allowed to sell more shares short than actually exist? That was the big question, really, from investors once they figured out what the hell was going on with the GameStop short position. 74 million shares in existence, 75 million shares shorted. How can you do that? How can you sell? How can you short stock that doesn't exist? And the SEC never answered the question. And to this very day, 2024, almost 2025, through an entire Democratic presidency with Gensler at the helm, it is still legal. It is still perfectly legal for large institutional players who can afford to short millions of dollars of shares, hundreds of millions of dollars of shares, billions of dollars of shares. They're allowed to do it without telling you they're doing it. Where if a hedge fund, a pension fund, a retirement fund buys one share of Apple, one share, they have to disclose that they own one share of Apple. But they short 1 million shares of Apple, you don't have to say a damn word. And so you can take stocks like SOFI, Rocket Lab, AI, Unity, Tesla, every stock there is. It doesn't matter. And you can short the bejesus out of it without fear of having to disclose your hand to the open market as if you went long. As a shorter, you're anonymous. And the SEC has allowed all of these institutions a free pass. And guess what, kids? The new boys and girls coming to Washington next month to take over all the agencies, including the SEC, there will be no new rules to disclose short positions to anyone. And so the games will continue. And the billions of dollars lost by investors will be allowed to be lost by investors without any fear or repercussions period. 4 more years of happiness for the top 1%, the top 5%. I'm trying to get you to act like the 1%. I'm trying to get you to invest like the top 1 to 5%. Be long cash, strong in cash, earning interest on other people's money while you're writing contracts on credit spread trades where you have even more capital in your hands, and don't own the stock. Just enjoy the depreciation and get rich. Welcome to the party, everybody. It's sometimes not pleasant to hear that the very foundation of the American economic system that so many of you are counting on to make you richer and allow you a comfortable retirement and give you a happy place in your life is so tilted against you that is it any wonder why there are Americans who have 2 jobs, 3 jobs, that have degrees, college degrees. They're hundreds of thousands in debt to their former colleges, can't afford to get out, can't afford to pay off, can't afford to change. They're locked into their health plans, which of course is a seething anger issue in America. How many Americans are slaves to corporations because of the health plan? They can't shift jobs because if they go somewhere else, they're now a pre-existing condition with another health provider and they don't have health care. So they have to work where they're working with the people they're working with who know it and will abuse them for 30 years from the age 25 to 55 or from 30 to 60. People will be treated like garbage and will be told you're lucky to have a job with us. It's incredible in 2024, about to go to 2025, that Americans, freedom-loving Americans, the most wonderful people you could ever meet. Average American people are beautiful. They're fantastic. And they're slaves to their bosses. It is disgusting. And there is no politician with the balls to stand up because super PACs don't back those politicians. Super PACs want it just the way it is. Everything is fine the way it is. We don't need changes. As a matter of fact, we need to go back to the old days. We need to make America great again, to make it perfect for big corporations to do just beautifully off the backs of everybody else. And there's why the top 10%, top 5%, top 20%, they don't want you to join them. They have enough, they have all the wealth they want, and they want to preserve it and maintain it. The rest of you, you figure it out yourselves. Well, there's one area in the market where you can figure it out yourself, where you can control your destiny, where you can control your moves, and where you're just reacting to the market rather than guessing where the market is going. You're a casino. You're letting gamblers tell you what they want to do, and you're taking their money, and they're happy to give it to you. That's what you got to do. And this is what the top people are doing through their representatives and through their hedge funds and all of their professionals in Wall Street and London and Frankfurt and Milan and Shanghai and Tokyo and Hong Kong and any other financial center you can imagine. They're all out there making money for their top end people who like to travel in business class, first class, or private jets. That's kind of how they like to roll. I want you to mimic these people from your comfortable financial corner of the world. And if I can help you double your net worth, triple, quadruple, 10 times it, hey, you're in a better place. How far you go from there, I don't know. But I'm going to get you started on the road to success. How far you take it is up to you. But you better understand what the hell you're getting into here with this market. And the option market is what you need to understand very, very quickly. The time has come. Welcome, everyone. The Big E is in the house. Andreas here. Richard's here. Stock Jockeys. Sharon is here. Lurking. ALA is here. Pappy J. Andre Delatore is here. TC is in the house. CKT. Deep Value. James of the Misty Tree. Tom Kaufman. Juan. Hector. Good day. Good morning. How are you, everyone? Welcome to the program. Money maker, if I see 30% or more in one day, I usually just close it out, baby. I've got a poll question going. How much profit do you wait for on option writing before you take it? Answer the poll question. Let me know. Cutting Edge is here. Amy J is here. Adam over on Tasty. They're starting to think closely. Early is better with higher deltas than letting things further out on the money run longer than 50%. Woody is here. SOFI, unbelievable. Keith, Just Truth. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Love Boat Captain is here. Hi, everybody. The man. So why was Biden telling us the economy is doing great? It was, and it is, and it has been. It's been the greatest 4 years of your life. You just don't understand it. You just don't know. You don't know how good you've had it. You have no idea how good it has been. But you're about to find out. The next 4 years will show you how good these 4 years were. But you're not going to believe it anyway because it's a conspiracy theory. It's all right. Mark, welcome. I Love Boat. The Democrats have done nothing but lie. Okay, thank you, Love Boat. Harry, French and German governments collapse this week. Canada's in trouble too, I think. There you go. That is it. Welcome, everybody, to the program. Nice to have you here. Jeff, Bruce, tariffs are a great negotiating tool. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's how you build trust among friends. Let me put a gun to your head. Now let's make a deal. Okay, let's negotiate. I'm getting twitchy. Gun's getting heavy. I don't know if I can handle this much longer. Yeah, that's just super. Welcome, everybody. Stephen Butler. Hi. I'm number 86. Thank you very much. Jeff, yes, Bruce, just like you said, what do you know? You're just a man in Canada. You don't know anything. I love coming onto your show and calling you useless and garbage and whatever. But hey, I appreciate you're here. Nice. Thanks for talking to us. Great. Anyway, there you go. What else? Good morning, Uncle B. Who else is here other than complainers? James of the Misty Tree. Please stop watching. Be careful. The globalist will get you. Johnny is here. Who else is here? Mandu number 5. Welcome. What else is going on here? Welcome to the party, pals. The stock jockey. What else? Alberto, good morning, Bagel Familia. Let's get the dinero. Christina, number 97, is in the house. Uncle Bruce, it's money time. It's just money time. Cutting Edge Flex, I'm a new member of your channel. Despite all the hate you get, despite all the doubters that follow you, I'm a new member of your channel. Chilling with Uncle Bruce. Thank you, my friend. Nice to have you here. The poll question today has already got how many answers? 204 answers. And the question is, I take profits from writing stock options if I see a something gain, percentage gain, 25% gain, 15% of you take a hike. I get a 50% gain, Bruce, on an option, right? I take the money. 36% of you are grabbing that. 27% say I want 75% or more, and 22% say, Uncle Bruce, your strategies of writing options, I believe it, I love it. I look for 90% or more. 22% of you say, I want 90% or more profits from writing options because I'm the casino and I can get it. And there you have it. There it goes. Matt is in the house. Good morning, everyone. From Matt, how's it going, pal? Thank you for joining me today. Number 123 in the thumbs up meter. What a fine looking young man that is over there. Corinne is here. Welcome to the show. What's going on? Don't know. Nate is here. Jeff is here. Dude, he's on an epic rant, Bruce is on an epic rant. JJ, the man, anyone with the possible exception of oligarchs. Susan Shops is here. Computer Whiz is here. I love Uncle Bruce's rants. What else is going on? Christina, dollars. And John B. I wrote $29 cover calls on GameStop for this Friday. Bad move, I guess, but it is what it is. Well, you might still come out of it all right. The stock's $29.59. I'm sure you got more than 59 cents for those calls. You should be all right. You can always do a rollover to the Friday after if you want, or next month. What else is going on? Walter Young, good morning. Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen, good morning. Bagel Familia, Gold, SoFi, Rocket Lab, Palantir, Tesla. Thumbs up, number 114. Thank you, everybody. Good morning from Lynn Tran. Good morning. I'm a new member. Welcome, Lynn, to the show, and welcome to the family. Great to have you here. Thank you very much. What else is going on? We got the market priced to perfection. We've got a candy sugar high going on the market right now. Retail sales just came out. Apparently, they topped estimates, which are making people, I guess, happy. Which is, all right, fine. People are happy that the market has topped estimates. The problem with this thingy, though, is if retail sales are topping estimates, and job creation is stronger than anticipated, which it has been again because we had a very good report last week. This does not mean we see lower interest rates. That's the problem here with this formula. You see, if if the economy is creating lots of jobs, and even with this so-called illegal immigration nightmare that America is facing, which is laughable at best, the only reason that immigrants are coming to the US is that they're finding out from their relatives and friends who are already here illegally, I can get a job in America like that. There are American employers willing to break US law and hire immigrants left, right, and center. It's not like there are Mexican companies coming to the United States, opening meatpacking plants and hiring illegal Mexican workers to work for the Mexican company in Kansas. The meatpacking plant is an American corporation run by very wealthy American people who are throwing super PAC dollars at their politicians, hiring illegals left, right, and center, daring ICE to come and get them, and they're making billions of dollars in profits. This is not a one company thing. Every farmer in the United States has got a question to make, has a question to answer. Do I hire Americans at $20 an hour because I can't get them for 15 and I can't get them for 10 and I can't get them at the unofficial, the actual unemployed, what is it? The minimum wage in America at the federal level is $7.25 an hour. Is that what it is? It might be $7.45 an hour. I can't get an American to work for $7.45 an hour, but I can get all kinds of people to work for $7.50, $10 an hour if they're not legal. And they're everywhere. And every farmer I know in California, Arizona, Texas, Florida, you name all the states. In the northern states, it's harvest time in the fall. In the southern states, it's harvest time all the time. I got workers working for me for $7, $8, $9, $10 an hour, and they don't complain, they don't bitch, they take the money and they're happy to get it. There are immigrants who are telling relatives at home, the farmer I work for has 20 jobs available for $10 an hour. You want in? Now you're sitting in Guatemala, and your oldest son has been requested to join the local drug gang to kind of help out with fentanyl and everything else. Or could we send this kid somehow through the maze of hell and get them to somewhere in the US and take a $10 job and send $5 an hour back to mom and dad so that we can survive against this world in which we're in a hellscape down here? America is dependent on illegal immigration and illegal labor to make money. Sorry, Americans, but you are. Those in the know are very well aware of what I'm talking about. If you're a middle-class American in California and Arizona, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How many lawnmower pushers and weed whacker people and those blowers that blow away the leaves in golf courses and fancy resorts are actually bona fide American citizens? I'll give you a minute to think about it. Take your time. How many Harvard graduates are coming out of Harvard and opening and creating landscape companies in their hometowns? Okay, think about that. The answer is none. There are no Americans opening and operating landscaping companies. The landscaping companies are run by local guys who are hiring illegals to make a buck. Why? Because Marriott and Holiday Inn and the Hilton people and your local HOA will not hire landscape companies and pay them top dollar to do the lawn and to clean the pool and to sweep away the dust. They will go put the product out for bid, and they will take the lowest bidder, and they don't give a crap who works for that company. And who works for that company? Illegals. That's the bottom line. The United States economy at the low end is completely addicted to cheap labor. It's the only way it works. Harvard grads and Ivy League school graduates from American families don't do lawns for a living. They go to Wall Street. They go to the law schools. They become doctors. They become licensed whatever. So they become plumbers and electricians and higher end service providers for the big bucks, because Americans are not stupid. Americans are very smart people. And parents of Americans know, I'm not going to raise a child so that they can become a lawnmower pusher here in my HOA for $12 an hour. I'm going to get my kid through school and high school. I'm going to get him into the community college. And if I can get them into an apprenticeship program to become a plumber or an electrician, they're going to make $120,000 a year. They're not going to push a lawnmower anywhere. I mean, what am I, stupid? I'm not a dumb American. My kid ain't going to be no dumb American. We're educated, smart people around here. So it's the illegals. It's the ones who are desperados. That's what it's all about. And until the United States and Canada and Mexico get their act together and actually help businesses in Mexico, Guatemala, Nicaragua, El Salvador, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Brazil, Venezuela, until these countries are actually encouraged to trade with us on a free trade basis, and we create factory jobs there for our needs here, then they won't come up here. But they're coming up here because there are no factory jobs to be had. There is no middle class lifestyle. If you're in a country that's run by a dictator, there ain't no middle class. You're either in the party with the president and his pals, or you're out. And that's where the 80-20% split goes. Why do you think Syrians left Syria the last 50 freaking years? Would you be an educated Syrian staying in Syria if Bashar or whatever, Assad was not your friend? If Assad hated your grandfather, hated your father, what are your odds of having a successful life? Thankfully, he's gone now, but we don't know who the replacements are, do we? And so the kids were shipped out, never to return until there's a stable government. It is what it is. People aren't stupid. This is the thing that so many people underestimate about other human beings. They believe that people are stupid. Not the case. There are immigrants in the United States far smarter than a lot of Americans who are privileged enough to be Americans. And it's the same in Canada. There are Canadians who are idiots, who are so full of themselves because they have their passport and we're just king poop. We're idiots. The hard-working immigrants who are coming from nothing are way smarter, street smart, and survivalist smart than all of us combined. And we are so dumb and gullible that we believe a politician will fix everything. How dumb is that? If you think a politician is going to make your life better, boy, are you in trouble. You're not paying attention. But hey, it's just me. I'm just a Canadian guy trying to hang on to a YouTube channel and say, you want to make money in this market? Don't be looking for a politician to make you money in this market. They're looking to get their take from the trough well before you're getting anywhere near their trough. Forget about that. You got to learn how to write options, I think. I think you got to learn how to write stock options. You have to learn how the clock can make you rich. You have to figure out how depreciation and shrinkage can make you a lot of money. And you're not competing against immigrants to make money in the option market. So don't look at the immigrants as your enemy or anything like that. You're looking at the stock market as the playing field. And you're looking to play a guitar. And the guitar that you're playing is the option guitar. That's all. You're just picking up an instrument. You're trying to learn how to play it. And if you can be smarter than 65% of all the other option players that are out there, you're going to make money. If you're smarter than 85% of the option players, you're going to make a lot of money. If you're smarter than 90% of the option players, you're going to get rich. And I'm trying to get you there. I'm trying to get you there to whatever level. You've got to start somewhere. And you've got to understand how options work. You need to pick up some classes. You need to put some money on the table, learn how it's done. It's the only way you're going to do it. Because so many of you have been handed freebies all your lives, and you don't take advantage of it because you don't value something when it's given to you for nothing. And if I were to sit here and show you how to do all these option strategies for free, you would just go, thanks, Uncle Bruce, we'll see you later, goodbye, goodbye, bye. But you won't do any of it. You won't trade it. You won't be good at it because you didn't invest anything into learning how to do it. Medical students that come out of medical school and law students that come out of law school are pretty damn good at what they do when they do graduate. Why is that? Because they're $200,000 to $400,000 in debt to their schools, to their law school, their medical school, all the years that they've studied. They are motivated now to work in the field that they've graduated in to make that money back and then to get a car and a house and nice vacations. Because they look around and they see doctors with white hair who are enjoying a very good lifestyle. But those people 20 years ago came out of law school in the early 2000s, $200,000 in debt as well. Now, with inflation, it's 300,000. So be it. 20 years from now, with inflation, you'll make much, much more money. You'll be fine. Option writers, you want to become an option writer, you've got to invest in yourself. You got to put some money on the table, because that means you'll pay attention. When a medical student is 200,000 in debt, I can guarantee you they will pass their final year of medical school. When you've already gone all these years, you only got 1 year to go, and at the end of that year, you are a licensed doctor or a lawyer or whatever trade you're getting into, you will finish the classes. You will finish the assignments. You will get your license to practice whatever you're going to practice. Here on this show, you take my classes, and you open up a practice account, and you start playing with these trades right here through practice accounts. No risk to you whatsoever, but you put some money into the classes to figure out how this is all working. You're going to become a decent option writer. And you're going to figure out, like all of my viewers have figured out that are members here, you can earn while you learn. You can write options while you're taking the classes at the same time. And you'll make more money writing options. If you do it right, you'll make more money writing options than it's going to cost you to learn how to write options. In other words, by the time you finish my 18th class, you'll have made more money writing options than the cost of all the 18 classes. And you'll be doing the option writing for the rest of your natural life. It's a joke. It's so cheap. It is such a gift being handed to you, but you got to make the first step. I put the classes out there. I got viewers here who've taken all 18 classes. I got Gold Bagel members who've taken all these classes live, watched them again and again on rerun, and are here making a fortune. And they're trying to tell you from time to time, listen to this guy. You should do what he says. You should take class number 1 and 2 immediately. Get on with it. They're trying to tell you, but I would guess 1 in 100 of you will do it. 1 in 100. And that means right now 337 people are here. I'm going to guess that 100 times that many people have been through this channel in the last 3 years, 4 years. And only 337 are here. There could have been 33,000, 35,000 people through this channel in the last 4 or 5 years. But only 338 are here right now. And they're most of those 338 right there. That's my meter up there. Your meter is probably down here. They're making money writing options. That's the bottom line. But it's 1 percentile. It's the 1 percentile. It's a group of people that will not be dissuaded from making it work. And I'll tell you something. The minute you write your first contract, the minute you write your first set of options, and you make $300, $400, $500, $600, you're gonna go, what? He was right. Holy crap! I just got enough money to buy 4 more of his classes. That's the epiphany moment. You have to live it. You have to experience it. And when you do your first option right, you're panicking, going, oh, I hope I do this right. But by the time you start writing your 5th set of contracts, your 10th set of contracts, you're just going, I can't wait for Monday morning to start trading again. I love this game. Uncle Bruce, this is so much fun. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. I sure hope I'm able to help some of you become option writers and salvage a year that is going to be one ugly, ugly year coming up. I'm sorry to be such a downer. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm telling you kids that 2025 is going to be a challenging year for the stock market. And if you think that you can just show up and put in a buy order and then sell the stock a week later for more money and everything will be fine, and I just need to be a day trader, Uncle Bruce. All I need to do is I just need to buy 1,000 shares and make a quick $500 a week on it on a quick flip, and that'll pay my bills, and that's an extra $25,000 a year for me. I'm going to be just fine with that. You have fallen into the trap of day trading that millions of others have come and gone and come and gone and come and gone time and time again from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s and 10s and 20s. They're out there. There are many, many, many people. Give them a couple of beers and they'll start telling you about all the trading fun they've had over their lifetime. And you will hear time and time again, I should have sold it when it did that. And I didn't hang on long enough. And I what I know now, what I knew then, I wish I knew. But at the end of the day, they still don't know what an option is. They still never investigated how option trading works and how the markets work and how the rich get richer and how casino operators actually make money in this market. They still don't get it. They never will. Thank you for 248 of you who have already come in here and answered the question of the day, which is I take profits from writing options if I see this much of a percentage gain. 25% gain, 17% of you take a hike. You grab the money and run. 50% gain, you immediately look to sell your stocks, your options. 34% of you want out. You buy them back. 75% gain, 26% of you will not do a trade unless it's a 75% gain. And there are 24% of you who say, Bruce, I get 90% returns or I don't close my option position. I look for the big score because when I write options, Uncle Bruce, I already know instantaneously the minute I write them, these are worthless. These are so ridiculously priced. They're going to go to zero, and I'm going to take 90% or more off the table if I take a profit. That's how I play. That's how I roll, man. I congratulate you at whatever level you're at. Those of you out there who don't write options, you're looking at that question going, he starts at a 25% profit and goes up from there. He doesn't even talk about a 5 or a 10% profit. I only get 5% profit a year on my 401k or on my IRA or whatever I got with my investment advisors through Chase Manhattan Bank or at Bank of America or the Merrill Lynch people or the Wells Fargo people, all these wealth advisors that are apparently making and handling my family's money and all my uncles and aunts and relatives and cousins. We're all making 3, 7, 5, 4, 6% return every year. And he has the temerity to put a poll question on his rinky-dink little channel with 324 lousy watchers. Nobody's watching this guy. And he starts with a 25% profit on option writing. He starts at 25%. And they respond. Hundreds of them respond. I make 50% return before I buy back my contracts. I make 75% return before I buy back. He's talking about 10-day contracts here. He's talking about contracts that die in 10 days. 25% return in less than 10. What? What are you? No, wait. Come on, man. We can do this trade 3 times a month here. What are these people doing with his channel? What are those viewers up to? Well, why don't you learn a little bit, hang around a little while, and enjoy the show. Thank you all for being here today. Larry, thank you for hitting the bells. We're trading, baby. We're up and running. We're starting to make money. We're not listening to Bruce rant anymore. We're making money now. Okay, let's get on with it. Let's see how much richer you guys are going to get. Brian, Tesla still going up. Wow, a morning all number 142, says Matthew. Welcome, Matthew. BPCY is here. There are discussions going on about how Pisces framework will provide opportunities that is agreed to by the Fair Commission. I have no idea what that means. Thank you, D.H. Ruda, Richard Carlin, for coming in here, joining us. Nice to see you all. Welcome all of you to the program. And welcome all to the show. Welcome all to the channel. And it's nice to see you here this morning, okay? Uncle Bruce, I've made a trade you suggested on SOFI, primed and ready. I am going to do 300. Is that too much? Nothing's too much. It's totally up to you how you want to play it. It's wide open. Okay, I executed the trade for the 27th, and the spread was 15-16, and I got 20. I did 200 of those contracts, so you brought in 4,000 in cash. Let's see how that one works out. Giddy up. Absolutely. I love it. Let's see how it goes. The next 5-10 minutes, we'll see how the stocks open up, where they end up trading at as we sort of settle in and open this market up. What is the day going to look like right now? The Dow's off, I think, 185 at this point. Was down 240, 250 half an hour ago. We're down 28 on S&P. We're down 117 NASDAQ about 3-4 minutes into the session. Oil is down 77 cents at 69.94. We've got SOFI right now with a high and a low of 16.66 for the low and 17.16 for the high. And I don't know if those are accurate, but 4.5 million traded so far on SOFI. 1668, 1670 is the indicated market right now. We're going to go through the first 10-15 minutes and let brokerage firms sell people out, buy people in, figure out the margin calls and everything, and then we'll see what the market is really going to do today. Loving it. I'm loving it. Welcome everyone to the party. By the way, this Friday is a key day for SOFI. On Friday will be 30 days since SOFI shares went over $14.54 a share. That was the day 30 days ago, this Friday, we broke that magic number. That was the capped call transaction, maxing out in profits, allowing SoFi to score a profit of over $850 million on a debt buyback arrangement. This is it kicks in after 30 days, as best I know. I'm not in the accounting department. I'm not in the legal department. I'm not in the management of SoFi, but as I understand it, after the 20th of December, Friday, SoFi is probably in a position to close out that debt for that convertible debt deal for free trading stock, which puts even more pressure on the market. It just takes the stock higher. At $17 a share or so, 17.10, 17.20, SoFi's market cap is higher than they need to enter the S&P 500. So we're just about there. We'll see how this market plays itself out. Rocket Lab's down 36. GameStop's up $115 to $30.60. Any of you writing cash secured puts on GameStop, you got to be happier than you can get. Those of you who are still long your GameStop, you can sell the shares and write $30 cash secured puts for Jan 26 and take in ridiculous amounts of cash for that trade. You can write 35s if you want. You can write 33s. I don't know. Check it all out. January 2026 options put contracts for GameStop. As of last night, the 30s were around 1071 or something. They're probably over 11 now. I don't know. The 32s are out there, 35s, 37s. You can bring in probably 35% or more on your cash. If you wanted to write 30s or if you wanted to write 35s, you might be able to bring in 40% on your cash right now up front immediately into your account. So you sell your GameStop at 31 or whatever it's trading at, and then you can bring in 40% cash on top of that. You're sitting now on $45 a share in cash, earning interest right now on that money. This is not a bad trade in this market. I don't know if GameStop's going higher, but what does it matter? You want it to go higher, actually. If it goes to 35, you'll buy those puts back at a lower price and write 35s or 40s. You will just keep compounding the gain on top of the gain at record highs for the market, not for GameStop. I know GameStop's been higher, but this is a nice price. SoFi $16.50 right now. Sell it right now at $16.50 and write $20 put contracts. You're probably going to get your hands on $6, $6.50 a contract, maybe $6.75 a contract. Nice, very nice. Rocket Lab 25.60, only down 30 cents now. We're down 34 on AI. Nvidia down 4.40. Tesla's up $2.12. Costco down $9. Coinbase up $1.70. We got Google up $1, Apple up 27 cents, Microsoft down 120. We've got Netflix up 3.40, Meta down $1, Amazon down 3.21. Mixed bag, we're down only 170 on the Dow, 28 loss on S&P, 115 loss on NASDAQ. 8 minutes into the market. Giddy, giddy, giddy up. I love it. Matthew at GameStop's up another 110. Holy moly. Your comments on this private intermittent securities and capital exchange system is a proposed framework designed to facilitate the intermittent trading of private company shares, but has not yet been approved. It's going through regulation and lots of competition, says BPCY. Christina, looking at the trade, and it is showing I sold it for 29 cents and I bought it for 11, but I had 20 on my bid, not 18. J&J, a Dow falls more than 200 points as index poised for first 9-day losing streak since the 70s. This is in anticipation of the Trump presidency. We're already dipping on the Dow. I'm telling you, get out, get out, get out, and write cash secured puts. Get out. SoFi 16.52, Rocket Lab 25.44, GameStop 31.27, up 183. Giddy up and welcome to the party, pals. Option writing is where it's at. That's what we're talking about, kids. That is what I'm talking about. Retail sales jump on strong auto and internet buying. Economy is in good shape for holiday season, which means interest rates do not have to be cut tomorrow. What do you think the market's going to do if that happens? If the Fed declines to cut 1/4 of a point tomorrow, what do you think the market's going to do? going to go up. The entire stock market is primed for lower interest rates for tomorrow, January, and by March. The market is counting, absolutely counting on at least a 0.75% to 1% drop in interest rates over the next 90 days. There are no economic reasons for that to happen. None. None whatsoever. What's the Fed going to do? Inflation isn't at 2%. Inflation is going to go up to 3.5%. Watch and listen. It's going to go higher. What is going to happen here? Alex, GameStop on the move. Lisa, apparently unusual options activity on GameStop. 17th January, $125 calls. Oh, we love these rumors. I love these reports. It just gets the whole market frothing and allows my viewers to get filthy rich. Those of you who have written 20, 22, 25, 27, 28, and $30 cash secured puts on your GameStop, you might be looking at rollover activities today. You might be looking to roll up into the 30s, 32s, 33s, 34s, 35s, Jan 26, and take dollars and dollars off the table immediately. What are you waiting for? I don't know what you're waiting for. Grab the money. If the stock keeps going, it's okay. You'll roll these puts into higher puts again. You're going to keep taking dollars off the table. Grab the money. Brian, 3128, Bruce, giddy up. I love it. I want you to get rich. Nothing personal. I have no political agenda here. I want you to get rich. It's simple, really. 1656, 1657 on SOFI. A low of 1638 on 8.5 million. Looks like we got a down dip to start. What if we run to 1750 in an hour? Now is the time to write cash secured puts on SOFI. This trade right here might be perfect. This credit spread right here. This one might be perfectly timed. I don't know. See what happens here. Could be fun. Giddy up, kids. Fun times at the OK Corral. NVIDIA down 288 at 129. This call credit spread, it's a joke. You can't help but make money on this trade. My goodness. 145, 150 call contracts for December 27. Oh, my God. Easy money or what? Kind of curious to see if any of you can pull those trades off. Keep me posted. Fun times, 1654 on the SOFI, looking a little better, down 34 cents. Too early to tell. Need another 15 minutes to settle this thing out. It's 8.8 million traded at the moment on SOFI. Down 260 on the Dow. A sell wave is coming in on the Dow. We're down 828 on S&P. We're down 82 on NASDAQ. And we've got the oil down almost $1 a barrel at the moment. Welcome all. Lisa, what's happening with AMD? Almost a 52-week low. I had no idea. I don't follow it minute to minute, as you probably are aware. Tesla's up 470. Costco down 1120. Coinbase up 302. Matterport 493.5, down 2 cents. SmartRent 180.5. ME unchanged. Google up 220 at $200 a share. Apple up 110 to 252. Microsoft down 12 cents. Broadcom down $8.99, Intel down 22, Netflix up $5.79, Meta down 89 cents, Amazon down $3.40, Supermicro up 93 cents, Uber down 17, Adobe up $2.33, Cisco up 39 cents. Look at AMD down 227, like you said. Don't know why. Unity down 80 cents, Enphase up 281, Spire up 26 cents, Moderna up 36 cents, Pfizer up $1 at 26.76. Big move for Pfizer today. Very interesting market. Welcome to the party, pal. Down 260 on the Dow. A little sell wave. How long will it last? How deep will it be? And will it affect all stocks equally? Or does SOFI break out and go higher while the market goes lower? Check it out. We'll see what's going on. Thank you all for being here. ATIP up 180%, says Brian. Trip Hazard, nice drop, SOFI. I got 31 cents on the December 27 put right. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Rock and roll. There's a nice little trade. What are we talking about here? ATIP, what's it doing? I don't even know if I can get an accurate quote on this thing. ATINP. I don't show it here. I don't know if I can get it over there. Hang on a second. What is it actually doing, if anything? 150 on the over-the-counter market, 179 on the over-the-counter market, up $1.06 apparently. Is that true? Is there any news on it? Press release, maybe? December 17th, today, ATIP Physical Therapy announces commencement of a tender offer to purchase up to 1.6 million shares of its Class A common stock at a purchase price of $2.85 a share. That is the story. Now, this is 1.6 million out of the 4.4 outstanding, and the stock is now 190 on the over-the-counter market. There is an offer to buy 1.6 million at 285 a share, okay, which means people will only get a percentage of their shares bought if everybody takes the offer. Let's see here. This is a company buyback. I think the number of shares proposed to be purchased under the tender offer represent approximately 37.5% of the company's currently outstanding shares. The closing price of the stock yesterday was 73 cents. The 285 purchase price per share represents a premium of approximately 290% of the closing price on December 16th. The company will fund the tender offer with proceeds from the issuance of new notes in accordance with the company's amended second lien PIK note purchase agreement. The company's stockholders may tender all or a portion of their shares. Stockholders will receive the purchase price in cash without interest therein and subject to any required tax withholding, subject to conditions of the tender offer. Let's see. Tender offer is conditional upon a number of terms and conditions specified in the offer, including a valid tender without the withdrawal of at least 1.56 million. Let's see. The tender offer rights will expire at midnight time, Wednesday, January 15th. This is a 1-month deal. Let's see. The company board unanimously approved the recommendation of the special committee for this offer. Shareholders should read carefully the information incorporated reference to the offer purchase. So that's what I got. The company itself is willing to buy about a third of itself from the shareholders. There are 4.4 million shares in existence. 1.6 million are publicly floating, and this is a 1.6 million share offer at $2.85 a share. The stock is now $179 on the over-the-counter market. If more than 1.6 million are tendered, then that means the company will do a pro rata thing. So if let's say they get 3.3 million offered, they'll only take half of them. So half your stock will be bought at $2.85, and you'll still own the other half. But after the deal is done, 1.6 million fewer shares will be in the market. And that means a much lower free float, I think. And that could mean a higher stock price. So you might not take the offer. You might go, oh, I'm not going to take the offer. I'm going to hold the stock. The stock might go to $5 after this offer is done, for all I know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. ATIP commences tender offer to purchase 1.6 million, says Lisa. Irwin, SOFI, $20 cash secured put brought in $630. Rocket Lab, $30 cash secured put brought in $12.50. NVIDIA, $170 call brought in $17.75. This is an NVIDIA 170 call, way out of the money. GameStop, $40 cash secured puts brought in $17. All Jan 16, 2026. Way to go, Erwin. Way to go. Nice move. Vladdy, I'm number 154 on this man's thumbs up meter. I'm here to make money like Erwin is making money. I want to make money like these guys. Lisa, do ATIP need shareholders' approval to take up this tender offer? No, they don't. That's a director's call. The company itself is doing it. No, you don't need shareholder vote. Shareholders can vote by either tendering or not. That's your vote. Do you want the 285? Take the 285. Maybe you'll only get half your stock bought, which is now 145, but it's still 285 for every share they take from you. And then you have the half left over. What are they going to trade at? If they're going to trade at 485, you're $2 even richer on the other half, which is like getting 385 for everything. Are you upset? It was 70 cents yesterday. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good deal or not. I don't know if this is a doable deal or not. I don't know if this will make the stock go higher or not. But 285 cash is on the table, and I know who's funding it, the number one shareholder of the company. They're taking it private. They're doing it this way in stages. There may be a tender offer for all of the company 6 months from now at $3 a share, and they'll just take it all private. I don't know. I can't tell you that. I don't know. See what happens here. Interesting developments on ATIP. Something's going on. Stock's at least going up. At least it's going up. It's 190 now at the moment on the over-the-counter market at this moment. ATIP physical therapy OTC quote at the moment. That's all I got. And I don't have anything more other than that to tell you. That's all I know. All right. All I know for now. GameStop is sitting now at $30.41, topped out so far at $31.42. Those of you writing cash secured puts are very happy there. If you're writing some now, you're probably going to be happier if it goes higher. Giddy up, everybody. Well done. What else is going on here? Any other comments? Oh, here we go. Erwin, thanks, Uncle Bruce. That one-on-one Sunday was fantastic. Erwin, I see you're making money. Nice going. Trip Harvest, I forgot to thank the gamblers too. I love you guys. I love your money, I should say. That's right. Erwin loves the gamblers. Trip loves the gamblers. Lisa loves the gamblers. Vladdy, Brian, they all love the gamblers. Christina loves the gamblers. Sold all my GameStop, baby. I sold it all. Right cash secured puts. Taking a ton of money. Let's go, baby. Get richer. Well, welcome to the party. 1660 on the SOFI. It looks like it's coming back a little bit now. Bottomed out at 1638, and we're just going through 1658 to 1660 on 11 million volume. So a little down dip to start SOFI, now coming up the other direction. Very interesting. J-Boy, Christina, take the moolah. Right, cash secured puts. Indeed. J-Boy, you and me both, says J-Boy. Giddy up, everybody. Well done. Get richer. We're at $25 on Rocket Lab, GameStop 30.54, AI at 42.72, down only 22 cents, NVIDIA down 3.41, and Tesla 14.99 higher at $478 a share. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to see you here. Welcome to the show. Glad you could join us. We are getting thumbs ups coming in, going for 200 yet again today. Hopefully we'll hit it sooner rather than later. 328 people are watching. 155 thumbs ups are in the bin. That means there's only 170 slackers around here haven't given us a thumbs up. Hopefully that'll happen. We have 276 people who have come in with the answer for our question of the day. I take profits from writing stock options if I see at least a 25% profit. 18% of you say 25%, I'll take a profit. Thank you very much. 50% of you who write stock options, 34% of you who write stock options and make at least a 50% profit, you take it at 50%. Option writing profits at 75%, 27% of you will take it. And 90% or higher profits before I take my position off the table. 22% of you do that. That's like 1 in 6. That's like 30 of you. Not bad. That's interesting. Between 75 and 90% or higher, almost half of you want at least 75% or more. It's incredible how much profit you are demanding from an option trade. And is it any surprise to me that I have viewers on this channel who are telling me, Bruce, I'm up 50% on my account in 3 months. I'm up 75% this year. I've doubled my account in a year and a half. I'm up 35% this month. Is it any surprise? These profit expectations from option writers, and you're getting it. That's the key right there. You're getting it. Christina, cash secured put March SOFI 21s getting between 551, 543 on those. Only 26 of them laughing out loud. Giddy up. You can take the GameStop money and write cash secured puts on anything you want, including SOFI, GameStop, AI, Rocket Lab. Knock yourself out. Just go. Write credit spreads on whatever you want to do credit spreads on. Taking the money without owning stock. This is what it's all about. Getting richer without owning stock. It's taking these record prices, these high stock prices, and then using the cash to write contracts for credit. Lovely little game we got going here. I like this game. SOFI is scooting back to its dip, 1666. It's coming up. It's coming back as SoFi is coming back. 1665, 66, 1668. We're down 19 cents on SoFi. Here we go, coming around. Thank you very much. 2508 on Rocket Lab, 3050 on GameStop. We're up 106 on GameStop. AI is only down 16 cents now. The Dow still down 213 or so. S&P down 22 and Nasdaq down 75. We're down 112 on oil. It's definitely backing off. 69.60 and falling. Interesting stuff. Stocks on the move today: Nvidia, Tesla, Broadcom, Pfizer, EVgo, Teva, Solar Edge, Red Cat, and more. Interesting stuff. See what happens, kids. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the party, pal. You're able to make money here if you want to learn how to write options. You just learn how to create options, become a casino. Don't be the gambler, be the casino, and you get rich. It's kind of straightforward, actually. It's not that complicated. Welcome to the party, pals. ATIP physical therapy, 192 and a quarter, 192 a share, roughly, up about $1.15 right now on a $2.85 a share buyout offer for $1.6 million. A third of the company is being looked after. There's a buyer that wants to buy a third of all ATIP physical therapy stock at $2.85. You can decide to take that offer, contact your broker if you want to submit that offer, or choose not to. You can offer some of your stock. You can offer half of your shares or 3/4 of your stock, whatever you want. You decide if you want any part of that deal. That deal closes in the middle of January. Should be interesting to see what happens with the stock. In the meantime, Apple is up 127. Tesla's up $18 a share to all-time highs of $4.81 a share. Unbelievable. If you're doing call credit spreads, you now have to be doing $525 to $550 credit spreads on Tesla to be safe. If you're doing put credit spreads on Tesla, $400 would be my range, $4 to $410, and no closer than that. Microsoft, $452.97 now, $451.97, up 38 cents. Google up $3.88. Amazon down $4. Nvidia down $4. Meta up $166. Goldman down $7.59. Cisco up 33. Arc Innovations down 6. Pfizer up 83 cents. HPQ down 44. Unity down 112. AI up 20 cents. We're green on AI. 43.08. Adobe down 13, and Netflix only up $3. IBM down just 70 cents. Vanik down 3.96. Home Depot down 167. Enphase up 138. Palantir down 240 at 73.27, and Uber down 39 cents at 59.86. There you go, kids. There's the story. I'm sticking to it. Welcome to the party, pals. Hope you're having fun out there. It's unbelievable. JJ, remember, kids, the Santa Claus rally is the last 5 trading days of the year and the first 2 trading days of the new year. Keep that in mind. Bobby wrote a call spread on NVIDIA yesterday, 160.65 for Jan 17 expiry. Shrink away for the next 2 weeks. Down goes the stock, and this is happening. There you go. You're making money. I talked about a spread this morning on NVIDIA for all of you. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you got this at 8 o'clock this morning. It's a call credit spread. It's a $5 spread, 140s, 150s. They were showing about a 6.4% return on your money, a credit of $32 per set of contracts. They expire in 10 days, and the stock's dropping, so this is already working out. SoFi, here's your credit spread of the day on your SoFi. You want to play SoFi December 27 expiry, 10 days. You can put contracts, write 15s and write 16s and buy 15s and pull in 20-cent credit. And that was as of last night's close. Viewers have been doing this trade this morning and getting better than that. Should be interesting to see how this plays out. 1667, almost 1670 on SoFi, coming back up again after bottoming out at 16. What was the low today on SoFi? 1638, and we're back to 1668 already on your SoFi. This morning in the pre-market, we were 1730. Those are multi-year highs this morning in the pre-market. I think we're going there later today. Jen, how are you?
I'm good.
We got snow last night.
We did.
The hell was that?
I know. I didn't know that until I just looked at your
It's
window.
been melting for 2 weeks and we got snow. What the hell's that all about? I don't think it's going to last long because our weather here, apparently, we're only in 2 degrees Fahrenheit right now. We're going up to 14 today. We're going to be 37, 39, 41, and 40 all through the weekend. So I think this is Meltage City coming up in the next 24, 48 hours. But as of the moment, just for the moment, it's a little dusting of white snow outside. A dusting, a little tiny dusting.
To make cars go where they didn't expect them to go.
Glad I don't commute for a living.
It's just,
Oh my God.
it's the same in every place.
That's right.
We've never seen rain like this before.
We've never seen snow like this before. We've never seen a
year.
hurricane like this before.
Last
It's all new. It's all new. Unbelievable. Richard Carlin, good morning. Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Richie.
Richard is saying to the world, there's a green bar. He says, I've been a member here 45 months.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Richard.
48 months is 4 years. Ready to go, Richard. Thank you for letting everyone know how long you've been a member of this channel. We love you, man. It's
Hang in
awesome.
there.
There's a reason people are members here. They love the face. They love the forehead. They love it.
It's the talent.
It's the talent and the rants. That's why they're members.
That's what it is.
There's another reason they're members. They're making money. They tolerate.
That's way down on
They
on
tolerate
the
the bald. They tolerate the rants. They tolerate the content. They're making money and they forgive all. They make money. Welcome everyone to the Money Making Channel. Nice to have you here. What a political party we have. It's called Making Money.
Making
Simple.
Money Party.
Larry Titus says, good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Larry.
Larry, buddy, how's it going? We're at 1659 on the SOFI right now, 2501 on Rocket Lab, GameStop 3074. Looks like it wants to go higher again. It's up 130 now.
The market
AI
as a whole is down.
Holding, market on AI is up a nickel. Tesla's up 1440, but the Dow's down 231. It's Tesla and no one else to a degree, and you got to wonder
Canadian
how much
dollars
longer
under
is this sustainable?
Canadian dollars under 70 cents.
Yes, we're under 70 cents on the Canadian dollar. Thank you, those of you buying my classes
We're so
and looking up
surprised.
one-on-ones with me paying in American money. Thank you very much. That helps. Tuna fish. Anyone can tuna piano. Only Uncle Bruce can tuna fish. There you
go.
Thank you very much, tuna fish.
Sorry, Charlie.
Sorry, Charlie. Oh my goodness. You kids.
There's an old commercial.
I love it.
And
I
a
love it.
happy marketing company that we still remember. Sorry, Charlie.
The ad agency that created the marketing campaign for Starkiss tuna.
Starkiss likes tuna
Sorry.
that tastes good.
Yeah, sorry, Charlie.
Not looks good.
Unbelievable. Yeah, babies. Welcome to the party, pals. So, Jen,
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's a Tuesday.
Giddy up, kids. The 17th
Yes.
week today is Christmas Eve.
I know.
2 weeks is New Year's Eve.
I know.
Ah.
I know.
And we're out of here in 15 days.
I know.
2 weeks tomorrow, we're flying to warmer weather. Yes, we are very much looking forward to that.
To warmer weather.
Indeed, everybody.
Indeed,
Welcome
indeed,
all to the
do.
party, pals. What should I have on my bagel
I
today?
don't know. It's Tuesday. That's normally cheese day.
You know what I think it'll be today?
If your
Could-
heart saying,
could
for
you
the
make
love
a-
of God, have a vegetable.
Could you make a no? Could you make me a combo?
Okay.
Could you make me a ham and fried cheese
Okay.
bagel?
No egg?
No.
Okay, ham and cheese.
But the fried cheese on that's
Okay.
crispy on top. If you
Now,
can. pull
are we
that.
just butter or is there,
Oh, there's butter, and then there's
but is there the, Okay.
there's that, the horseradish mayo, to help with the sinuses, and that fried cheese on top. Man, that would be awesome sauce.
well, it'll have to be butter fried cheese and
However you do it.
you want two. You don't want a sandwich? A sandwich? See, there's a lot of questions with
Two,
this.
yeah,
Okay.
two. So
Okay.
one slice on this side, one slice on that side, and fried, and then if you fry the ham too, I don't know.
We could do that maybe.
Be creative on that. If you fry the ham and then you fry the cheese, and then
Just don't want it sliding off on you. Yeah. Okay.
Find a way
I'll
to
see what I can do.
chomp it.
You'll find a way.
Whatever.
I shall
Awesome.
return.
All right, Auntie Jen, thank you so much, everybody. Welcome all of you to the program. It's great to have you here. 1664 on your SOFI, approaching that 1675 to 17 neighborhood. Will we break it and go higher than yesterday's high, which is 1704? The high this morning registered 1717. There was a trade this morning on the opening, but pre-opening we were 1732 at one point. I think we can go higher than that, but we got to get through the first hour and we'll see what's going on. DH, the most complicated made-to-order bagel ever. Just we witnessed that. There you go. Rial, what is the risk of buying ATIP now and selling it for $285, or is this a deal not a guarantee? The risk is if you buy the stock right now at $195 and you tender it at $285, they might only take a third of your stock. Because you've got to understand something about this offer. This is an offer for only 1/3 of the company. All shareholders are being offered an opportunity to take $285, but only 1/3 of the shares are going to be purchased. So if everybody tenders and the company gets 1/3 of it tendered, you end up with 2/3 of your stock at what you paid for it. So 1/3 of your stock, you'll get $285 for it in cash. And 2/3 of your stock, you're still holding it. Now, the question is, after the deal is done, what will the shares trade at? If they trade at $1 after the deal is done, and you have, say you bought 3,000 shares and you were able to sell 1,000 at $285, you still got 2,000 shares now worth $1. You're down 95 cents on 2,000 shares, so that's a loss of $1,900, but you made $1 on the 1,000 shares you sold. 185, 190 purchase, 285 takeout. So you made 1,000 but lost 1,900. You're down 900. Now, if the stock doesn't go to $1, sits at $1.50 after the deal is done, you got a loss of $800-900 on the 2,000 shares, but you made 900 on the tender. You're even. See? Now, if only half the stock gets tendered, not all the stock, but only half of it actually gets tendered, you will get half your stock taken from you. 1,500, you'll sell at $285. You'll still have 1,500 left over. Now you got to do the math. Where will the stock have to be for me to not lose any money on this deal? If it goes down to $1 and I still have 1,500 shares, do I lose more than I made? Or does it go down to 70 cents before I lose on the deal? And what happens afterwards anyways? Why would this buyer want to buy 1/3 of the stock back? First of all, it's the company buying, I think it's the company buying the stock back. It's not even an outside buyer. The company is taking on debt to buy its own stock back under a tender offer to reduce the shares outstanding. Is that because there might be an offering of stock in the market down the road of some kind? Or is there a preferred share offering in the mix? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Giddy up. A Tesla is 480. What the hey, says dude. I'm glad I rolled up those puts yesterday. There you go. Giddy on up. Tesla 478.95. Nvidia 128.33. AI up 40. GameStop up 145, going back to 30.89. SoFi 16.66, coming back to 16.70. We're only down 22 cents on SoFi. Markets are improving again on those stocks. Where it ends up, I don't know. We're down 275 on the Dow, down 29 on S&P, down 99 on NASDAQ. About 39 minutes into the session. Welcome to the party, pal. Let's see what happens. GameStop right now, 30.78 up 30.86 up 142. 142 gain on GameStop at 30.86. If you sold your shares of GameStop and you turned around and wrote cash secured puts, you can write 30s, 35s, Jan 26 for big money, upwards of 40% on your dough. That adds $12 a share at least to your bank account. You own 1,000 shares now, you sell them, and then you do the cash secured put game. You could be sitting on, instead of $31,000 on the stock, you could be sitting on 42, 43,000 in cash, earning daily interest. 5% a year interest, that's at $42 a share. That's $2.10 a share more that you'll make in interest holding the cash. So now you've taken your stock to $44 a share because you're earning interest on top of this game here. Nothing wrong with any of this. This is all good stuff. Welcome to the party, pal. The Dow's down 296. Is it over? Has the Dow topped out already? Are we going to back off now for a 15% pullback on the Dow into the third week of January, into February? Is that what's going to happen? Is the Dow going to lose 6,000 points between now and then? 200-300 points every day, every day, every day, every day. And people are oblivious to the fact that the stocks are dropping. They're not paying attention. Is that what's happening? I'm desperately trying to get you to take the money up here. Take the right cash secured puts. It's okay. It goes higher. You're fine. It's not easy being me, though. I'll tell you that right now. It's not easy sometimes. An analyst from Fox Business put out a 13,000 per share price target by 2040. On what? A $13,000 price target. I don't know what on earth are you talking about? Help me, dude. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm just a guy in front of a computer in Calgary where it's snowing out. I don't know what you're talking about. Welcome everybody. 1654, 1660 on SOFI, 2510 on Rocket Lab, down 80. GameStop 30.74, up $1.30 right now. AI 43.08, up 15. Nvidia down 391, and Tesla's up 16.46 at the moment. There we are. Welcome all to the program and the show. Thank you for joining me today. Nice to have you here. Oh, on Tesla. Sorry, Uncle Bruce, on Tesla. And I love you, Uncle Bruce. You've got me jumpy, says Lorraine. Okay, so analyst for Fox Business is putting a $13,000 price target on Tesla. $13,000 a share. No, $1,300 a share. I'm thinking it's got to be $1,300 is what you're talking about, right? $1,300 Tesla price target. It's at $478. It's going to triple now. Really? This is going to become a, what's the value of this thing? It's going to become a $4.5 trillion company. I don't think so. I don't believe that. I have a tough time buying into that. But hey, will Elon Musk be a trillionaire at that point? Great. On Fox Business, where else would you expect that? But Fox Business. I mean, really? Prove it to me. Prove it to me. This Tesla shares are trading right now at 130 times earnings. You're telling me this thing is going to trade at 380 times earnings, and you're going to justify that? Really? Oh, okay. That's interesting. And they're going to make triple the profits they're making now to hold a 130 time earning multiple. Really? That's unique. Vilba, in a just world, the Cybertruck would kill Tesla. Dude, 1,300 is what I'm reading by 2040 on Tesla. So again, 2040. So what's that? How many years from now? 15 years. It's going to be a $13,000 stock, Bruce. It's going to go up 30 times in value. It's going to be a $45 trillion company by 2040. Okay. Well, I remember in 1980 when the Dow broke 1,000. And first time ever. And and they were talking about, we're going to go to 2,000 someday. And well, we are at the Dow at 43,000. So, maybe it is doable. I don't know. Look at this. We got the cheese, and on top of the crispy bagel, crispy cheese under the bagel.
And I put just a tiniest schmear of mustard on one side, just because mustard just enhances flavor.
So you didn't give me the horseradish?
No.
Mayo, like I asked.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Just thought about that. Yeah. What do you think? I could bring you a little blob to dip into. That would really clear the sinuses.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Okay.
I'm not complaining.
Well, if you send it back, that cook will spit on it. So.
Not complaining. Mm. Welcome all to the party, pals. What a beautiful tasting bagel today. Fantastic.
Excellent, excellent. Well, everybody have a wonderful Tuesday.
Have a great day, kids. You got your marching orders. You got your trade of the day here waiting for you. Gold Bagel members, you had first dibs on it. Yesterday's trades are working out, and we'll keep them coming. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for all your support.
Okay.
Thank you for letting the world know how long you've been members. And thank you for these thumbs ups and the poll question. Did you hear?
No,
Did you hear our poll question today? We have 175 thumbs up, so only 25 away from 200. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. But the question of the day is, I take profits from writing stock options if I see a such and such % profit.
Oh, okay.
So if
so they
I
have
see
that in their brain.
Yeah,
Okay.
so out of the 301 votes,
Okay.
301 people, 25% profit, 18% take the money.
Hey,
As soon as I can make,
there's nothing wrong with 25%.
what's wrong with 25? But 50% profit, 34% now.
Whoa.
You get up to 50, I'm out of here. That's 40.
Oh, yeah.
That's 52% of
How
everybody.
am I
Right?
supposed to say no? Yeah.
75% profit, 28% of them.
Wow, I've made 75% profit.
And then I'll take my profit. 90 or higher, 21%.
Whoa.
So you take the 75 and the 90 put together,
Yeah.
that's 49% of the answers.
But
they take those kinds of profits.
don't get greedy. Remember, hogs get slaughtered. Yeah. Don't get greedy. Don't get cocky.
Shrinkage is your friend,
Yes.
and markets go down a lot faster than they go up.
And watch The Muppet Christmas Carol. Best movie.
There you go.
Well, we're giving them directives.
We're really, saddling you with things to do. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Yeah, baby. Thank you, everybody. Bruce, you're a little demanding now. Knock it off. Stuart, neat. Let's see. Dude, ME, is it me or shoot the messenger, Uncle Bruce? I'm just getting to figure out why it's up today. Tesla is a hard stock to predict. I'll take the premium gladly, though. I'm well away from the $380, but well done. Larry Titus, neat. Splair, have a relaxed day, everybody. Great week. Lorraine, number 176. Splair, neat. Juan, good morning, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. That bagel looks great. Dude, doing great with those gold bagel trades. I love these trades, Bruce. Dude, neat. Susan, I know we love SOFI. I know we love it. I'm a bit confused. Talk about markets taking a dive coming year. You seem to think SOFI price won't drop. With the market dive, would think all stocks would drop. I need SOFI to drop with my $15 covered call. Well, if it's going to be included in the S&P 500, I don't know. Richard, neat one. Thank you for making us more money as usual, Uncle Bruce. Juan, today I exceeded the amount of poor man, PCS, what is that, poor? I've ever written 300. I've written 300 contracts. I got it. Dude, if you sell the far put, though, you're getting shares at a lower price. If we drop, Susan, it's a safe strategy. You just sell the shares again right now. The put. Juan, thanks to all those lessons. Juan, neat. Weber, have a great day, everybody. Bruce and Auntie Jen. There you go, kids. They're handing in the money. The gamblers are desperate for a win. They're looking at down markets right now, and they're getting more aggressive on their option bets. You're the casino. Take their dang money. Take it. Sit on their cash. Collect interest on all that cash. They're just giving it to you. I don't know how much easier I can make this. It's so simple. Zed, 180 thumbs up today. Weber, have a good day, everybody. Auntie Jen, Uncle Bruce, put credit spreads. That's what I'm doing. 300 I got going now. Nice. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear. I want you to be cash rich, making money on cash, not stock. Cash. Okay, kids. I'll be watching from the sidelines. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day. Get richer. We'll keep you posted. Keep your eyes open for quick little updates for Gold Bagel members. There might be another one for you today. Keep an eye. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.